public arena and you openly apostatize, this is now seen as a form of going against the state, a treasonous act which destabilizes society and potentially acts as a means for others to also fall into disbelief. And for us, the greatest harm for an individual is to end in the hellfire. So it's also a form of protection for others that they're not dragged into. Because a person may be very eloquent, they may be very persuasive.
Okay, can I come in?
And so as a consequence, it prevents that from happening. But what you do in the private setting, whether you, and the Quran says this, believe or disbelieve, it gives you the choice.
Where does it say?
In the Quran.
Where?
La ikraha fi din. There is no compulsion in religion.
What number is that?
We can find the exact verse for you. It's in Surah,
225.
Surah Bakara, I think.
256. The second surah.
Yeah.
It's about halfway through.
Yeah, halfway through, yeah. So it clearly says there is no compulsion in religion.
Okay.
This verse was revealed when in Medina, when the Arabs had a custom.
All right, I'd like to come in, when you're finished.
No problem. Okay, why don't you come in?
Yeah, okay. Now, if this says in the Quran, you said, and what surah was that it says where, it is a treason?
I'm not saying it says it in a surah that it's treason. I'm saying that it's seen as an act of treason because I didn't say it was in the Quran in the surah specifically as treason. I didn't say that to you. No. Did I say that to you? Why are you assuming that it is?
No, because I saw it. So I'm asking.
Where does it say that it's considered to be treason?
I remember it. You see, I saw it.
I don't remember a specific verse claiming that it's treason.
I hope I can remember it.
But please make your point. Make your point.
Now, what you're saying in Surah 2 to whatever, that there's no
compulsion in religion. Yeah.
And then you're saying in the other Surah, if you turn against, then the state will...
No, it said either believe or disbelieve.
When you talk, I'll listen.
No, but I'm saying that it doesn't say that. What you're saying it doesn't say.
Yeah. Can you please let me talk?
Yeah.
And then I'll let you talk.
Please, go ahead.
And in the other surah, it says that if you turn against, or what we use the word treasonous, I understand what you mean, then the state will say you are a danger to...
Where does it say that in the Quran? Sorry.
I don't know, so I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know of a verse that says this is treason and you've turned against the state.
No, the word treason was, you brought it out just now.
Yes.
I said disloyalty. That you leave Islam and turn your back or whatever. That's it, turn your back. That's the word. Okay? That's the word. I remember now. That you should be put to death.
Where does it say? If you quote me the verse, I can refer to the Quran. Yeah, that would be handy if you could do that.
Can you remember the verse?
What you just said now, there's no verse back.
No?
So there's a category, you're making a category error.
No. I read it. I just can't remember it. Anyway, where was that? So in the states today, Saudi Arabia, I used the word Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and ISIS-controlled areas.
Again, you've brought ISIS with the same group, haven't you? Yeah.
I said those areas, or those states.
Yeah.
If you are Muslim and you left, you'd be sentenced to death.
But again, you've made a fallacious argument, I would say.
No,
you name one where that's happened in the last 200
right.
years.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah. No, that's fine. No. But what I'm saying is that again, and I feel that you're perhaps doing it deliberately now because I've corrected you twice on this. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and ISIS are polar opposites when it comes to Islamic learning, teaching, and practicing their religion.
It's like saying the Tamil Tigers are Hindus.
It's like saying that exactly. It's like saying the Tamil Tigers are Hindus, or the Hindutva are actually representatives of Hinduism. And I would say the Hindutva are not representative of mainstream Hinduism. No. The reason why I'm giving you those examples is because I'm from Indian origin. Are you yourself from Indian origin?
My parents are.
My parents as well, right? So we're coming from the same sort of historical baggage and background. And similarly, I wouldn't say the Ku Klux Klan and Christian organizations are responsible for this. Why I wouldn't do that is because I believe that's a very unfair an undignified way of comparing two groups that are completely different. No, the reason why I'm giving you those examples, no, because these analogies help us to understand, well, it should do, because it helps us to understand how we're making a fallacious argument or making a false comparison.
It's not, because if Islam is to stand its test or whatever, these are the bridges you need to cross.
So do you think ISIS and Saudi Arabia are synonymous?
I never said that.
So why raise them together?
Because this is where, if you were unfortunate to leave Islam and you're caught, you face problems.
But you're comparing the two as if somehow they're alike.
No, they're just there. Okay, I'm not comparing them.
No,
Sorry,
yeah.
I don't mean to. But
That's okay.
My brother, if you want to talk about Muslims,
Yeah, exactly.
we can talk about Muslims.
That's right.
If you want to talk about Islam, that's something totally different. Yeah, one's a philosophy, one's a
I can't
practice.
talk to three people.
Anyway, look, the point that I'm trying to make to you is, let's have a meaningful discussion, but let's have it with balance and fairness. I would not use the Ku Klux Klan and mainstream Christianity as somehow synonymous,
Or
Hindutva, who are violently oppressing and murdering and killing Muslims and lynching them. I would, the Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, most of the international body would disagree with you, and they would actually agree with me. Now, you could argue they're all wrong and that you're right and only the Hindutva are right, but I think the vast majority of the world firsthand can see what's happening. But regardless, I would not compare extremist groups that clearly are not representative of that religion and somehow make them representative, because this is not a very nice way to have a discussion, I think. Just like the IRA are not Christian, by their practice or their beliefs. Just because they call themselves Christian or wear a cross does not make them representatives of Christianity. Similarly, ISIS have been denounced by Muslims around the world. We have a Quran, yes. No problem. There's one in my bag there, Imran.
I just remembered, something like that.
Anyway, so my example to you stands. Yeah, of course you can. It's all right.
Look out, watch out.
No.
Nothing to look out for.
All right.
How would you
Nothing to watch out for.
He's gonna butt in now.
He'll butt in only to himself, by himself.
No.
He won't be butting into my conversation.
But I was just curious as to why. I only came first because I wanted to hear. Yeah,
Just give me 1 minute.
No problem. Take your time.
Sura Bakara. Ayah 215 to 245. Fighting is prescribed for Muslims.
No. Without,
Fighting is
don't engage. Don't engage. Because without context, it's called a con.
Okay, please give me
So that's the issue.
Self-defense is permissible.
Surah 2 Al-Baqarah, Ayah 244. Fight in the way of Allah. What does that mean?
What do the Crusades? What do the Crusades mean? What do the Crusades mean? How many lives were lost in the Crusades? Just don't even go down there. Don't even go down there. Yes.
I remembered now, women.
Let me get my glasses. I need to hold my coffee for a second. I need my glasses. My glasses. All right. It's my age. I'm going to get my glasses. Thanks, Hanif.
You know what? Maybe it's worthwhile explaining to him.
Let me have a look at the verse. Yes, quoting. Which one is
I
it?
think it's this one,
Which one? 89? Okay.
Maybe it's a good idea to remind him.
They wish you would disbelieve as they have disbelieved, so you may all be alike. So do not take cause of God, but if they turn away, then seize them and kill them wherever you find them, and do not take any of their allies or helpers. Okay. Do you know what this verse is referring to? I'm asking you. Okay. So The first thing is very, very important.
So what was the verse?
Seize them and kill them wherever you find them.
89.
Seize them and kill them wherever you find them. So the context of the verse is a treaty between the Muslims and the pagans, which the pagans broke several times. And so eventually, after years of persecution, the order came to fight them. But then the verse goes on.
Can you read the verse that goes on?
The verse that goes on, yeah, the verse that goes on is very, very